Hello guys, and welcome to another Move for Improvement, where each and every day, if I can, I try to deliver content that is just not going to be based on fitness. It's also going to be based on mindset. And I know there's a lot of things in the media today about mindset, this mindset. You see a lot of posts, but I believe a real definition of mindset is knowing it and implementing it. And the reason why I emphasize it with all my training is, yes, I've come from a boxing background, and as much as people think that were just two men punching the living daylights out of each other, it had at least 70 to 80% of it to do with your head. If the head was weak, you will never be a good fighter. So I've learned that through the years, and every client I've encountered, especially when I named this brand Move for Improvement, meaning it's all about the mind. You need to get the mind working, and you start moving, then you start improving. So a lot of my programs, my teaching points are all based on the hierarchy, which is mindset, which is therefore meaning you have to implement it. So talking about mindset, why have I come on today with my Jolly Christmas hat to say this? As we approach the end of the year, we've been so conditioned to say, new year, new me. Now, don't get it twisted. There's some people out there that actually say that and actually do it and actually become this new person. But it seems the majority of it is a trend. It's a thing that we just do when we feel good about ourselves, and it never eventually manifests. Okay? But one thing I've learned when I was training clients, and even though I had the knowledge of boxing, I've always used to think people that paid me a certain amount of money were just lazy. Were just downright lazy. I'm thinking, why would you pay me all that money to just give up and not have the end product that you claim you wanted, a good body? So I used to be honest with you, I used to actually resent them. And I always noticed there's other clients that I used to actually enjoy training. Then it just occurred to me that why I was having this sort of emotional battles with myself and clients I was dealing with, which at the time I thought was lazy. I don't believe any client's lazy, okay? And this comes back to the new year, new me. Now, the reason why I know for a fact 80% of people will never go through with that, because when it comes down to the basic understanding of psychology, which exercise is life, we have to understand how we work as humans. We have to. And some people argue that point, but why do I have to? I know how I work. Well, we don't know how we work. At least I don't anyway. I'm still bloody learning. But one thing I've noticed is if we have a bad toothache, we go to a dentist. If we got a stomachache, flu, we go to a doctor. If we need something to do with our car that needs mending, we go to a mechanic. The list goes on, a builder for the house. So when it comes to our understanding of self, the worst thing we try to do, we try to figure it ourselves, or we try to follow the crowd. Then we notice that something's not working. Then we just think that it's not the thing that is not working. It's not us that's not working. It's the thing that we've attached ourselves to that is not working. Well, that's not true, because it boils down to understanding yourself. So what's my point here? New me, new year. A lot of people are bought into that thinking when the year changes, they're just going to join the gym, they're just going to be doing all these things physically and they're going to change. But no, change happens, and I learned this many years back, especially in boxing, because I'm not altogether as people think. It's a constant battle to improve yourself. That's what growth is so essential, continuous growth that is. But I've learned this, where people go wrong. We try to change our behavior. We try to change our behavior. Now, what do I mean by we try to change our behavior? Well, say for example, you've never attended a gym, you don't like exercising, all of a sudden the years change. You're trying to change your behavior to be a fitness fanatic. You try. And if you're trying to change that behavior, you can only change it for a short amount of time. You're going to backslide and go back to being what you know. Not liking exercise, eating bad, abusing your body, etc., etc. Because you're trying to change your behavior. Now, the only way a New Year's resolution will work, and it does work, But the only way this will work, and this new year, new me, is when you start putting the pain of why you want to be the new you, the pain. And I realized that many years back growing up in South London, when I was hanging around with a lot of, pardon my expression, pricks, and I realized this is no good for me, man. And that's why I never made it to be a pro boxer, because I was hanging around with the wrong people until it was too late. I got older and that was it. But thankfully, I've got the intelligence now to give out what I know to the young men that are growing up. But I was trying, let me not go off my topic here now. You have to associate what you want to change with pain. If we don't like the dentist and we've got a banging toothache, you are going to eventually go to the dentist because you want that pain to go away. So the point I'm trying to say, behavior doesn't just change because the year's changed or it's a trend. A behavior changes when you associate it with pain. Doctor says, listen, you're going to have high blood pressure. You're going to have heart attack if you carry on eating and you're not exercising. You are going to associate that with pain. Therefore, if you do not like exercise, you are going to change. It's not a behavior, it's the pain that is driving you forward. So my message today, guys, is if you're going through this emotional battle or jumping on the bandwagon, new year, new me, nothing wrong with that. But to maintain it and to have sustainability, you have to ask yourself, what's my pain to do this? If there's no justification of the pain, then you're not going to last the distance. You're going to fluctuate. So you have to ask yourself, what am I feeling right now that I do not like? Because I don't care who you are, where you're from, pain will always make us change. Pain will give you that discipline. But if there's no pain, you're going to fluctuate and it's just going to become another trend. And then you're going to be thinking, what's wrong? This doesn't work, new year, new me. It does work, but you just have to associate it with pain. All right, guys? On that note then, I hope that was helpful. If you are having this sort of battle with your New Year's resolution and you're trying to jump in a bandwagon, it's okay. Just think about what pain is driving you to do so, okay? On that note, in my immortal words, stay healthy, stay active, stay blessed.